Today I am going to present a paper on identification of plant leaf detection using deep convolution neural network. The presentation outline of the objective of this paper and what are the existing technique used and proposed model, result, conclusion and future work. So identifying a disease from a plant leaf image is one of the important research area in precision agriculture. For identification I am using the convolution neural network, which is a deep learning technique for this model, and I have used plant village data set which contain nearly 55,000 of images and 38 different classes. For better performance, when we develop a model, we should have better accuracy and good performance. For that, I have used data augmentation technique and hyperparameter tuning methods. So after the training process, I got 96% of accuracy in the testing data, and it can also be able to deploy this model in the edge device using TensorFlow Lite. This method is better than the standard or previous machine learning algorithms like the KNN and decision tree algorithm. So these are all the existing technique used for classifying leaf images. Some of the techniques are k-nearest neighbor and the other one is decision tree. So the problem with the k-nearest neighbor is it will only work for the unlabeled data. It mainly classify the images based on the similarity. And the problem with the decision tree is there is a problem called overfitting. So when we are developing a model, we have two phases. One is training phase and testing phase. The overfitting means error in the training phase is less and test phase is large. That means my model is properly working in the training phase, but it is not working in the testing phase. So in order to avoid the overfitting problem and other things, I have proposed a model called Deep CNN. We know that it is a deep learning technique which will use to classify the leaf images, and for this CNN, it can be used in many areas like object detection, recommendation system, speech recognition. We have used in many areas. Deep CNN require large amount of data. So in order to get large amount of data, we are using the data augmentation technique. The data augmentation technique will be explained in the upcoming slides. So first module is data acquisition. Data acquisition is here I am getting the data set from the plant village data set. This data set contains around 55,000 images and 38 different plant leaves. Also it has 38 different classes. So these are all some of the sample leaf images. Some are healthy leaf images, some are infected leaf images. So this is my data set. It contains nearly 38 classes. Totally I have 55,448 records. After data augmentation, my record is increased 61,486. And also I have used one special label called background without leaf in the data set. So what is data augmentation? So normally when we develop a model, we definitely need a high performance and better accuracy. In order to get those things, we need to concentrate on two things. One is we have to train a model with large volume of data, and we should follow the diversity of data. We cannot expect that leaf image should be present in the center part. Leaf can present in the right corner or left corner, or it can be darken, or it can be a blur image, right? So for achieving these two things, that is diversity of data and huge amount of data, I am using the method called data augmentation. Data augmentation is nothing but we are just producing a new image, that is artificial image from the original image. That is called as data augmentation. So some of the augmentation techniques are flipping, rotation, translation, cropping, and adding noise. These are all the augmentation technique. So this is the sample image. The first image is original image. From that original image, we are producing an artificial image. Second image is horizontally flipped. Third image is we are vertically flipped. And here we have added some noise. In the last image, we have added some brightness in the image. So this is called as data augmentation. This can be done easily using Python. We can do with the help of Keras API. So here my original A images, original images. After the data augmentation, I have produced some new images. This will help to increase my data set volume. The size of the data set is increasing. So data augmentation will help to reduce the overfitting. So we go for data augmentation. So next one is training a deep CNN. So we know that CNN is a convolution neural network which contain convolution layer, pooling layer, and other one is dense layer. Convolution layer which get a bunch of input and convert that into a features. Then it goes to pooling layer. Pooling layer we are normally used for reducing the spatial size. So why we are doing the pooling layer is pooling normally when we do convolution layer, memory of the convolution layer and complexity is high. In order to reduce the memory and the complexity, we will go for the pooling layer. After that we are using the dense layer. For my project I have used 9 layers. So why we have to use 9 layers? Normally lower level layer will extract the low level features. The next level layer extract the mid level features, and the final level layers extract the exact feature. When we are adding more number of layers, we will get the deep feature, so that we can get the exact model and we get the good result. See, this is the image. The first layer, given image is converted into pixel. In the first layer, it only detects the edges. The second layer, it detects the corners, and third layer detects the object. In a similar way, it will detect the exact object. So for that only, I am using the 9 layers in my project. So this is the experimental result. After augmentation, I got an accuracy of 9.97 and loss 0.24. And after non-augmentation, I got 9.1 and lost 0.47. Augmentation, I got 0.97 and 0.2. So I have used some of the hypertuning parameters like epochs. I have used 1000 epochs to get the model. So I have achieved 96% of accuracy. This is better than the existing models, machine learning models. So how we can improve ourselves future work means we can do these type of identification for specific fruits, plants and other things. And in order to achieve some good performance, we can use some other hypertuning parameters like batch size. We can increase the batch size and dropout value and other things. So these are all my references. That's all.